Our couples have been married for over 5 weeks now and have settled into married life together. So we've asked our couples to return to their roots and share some of the things that have shaped them into the person they are today.
I think we should check out my old stomping grounds and go by my hair school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Understanding a person's past can often provide valuable information about who they are in the present. And learning these things about each other can have a major impact on whether they decide to stay married or get a divorce.
So we're going to hometown Italy, huh?
The finest that Nashville has to offer. They do have a lot of olives, but you know, we're not gonna get any. This place reminds me of this Italian deli back in New York that really, when I think of being home and being comfortable and happy, obviously food is involved. It was such a place of comfort for me, good times and bad. It was always like, let's go to the deli, and this is as close as I can get to that feeling because I'm 900 miles away from the original. I'm a little scared to tell Chris, you know, a little bit more about me, the inner child and all of what made me who I am, because you never know what's gonna make someone feel differently about you, and the last thing I want is for Chris to look at me differently, especially with decision day coming up. I had a decently happy childhood. From the second I was born, I always needed attention. I was just born that way. I mean, I wish I had a reason why. I think it's a combination of my parents being who they are and just, I got a lot of attention. And then when I was like 13, 14, I was going to a new school because it was high school, and I was really like figuring out how to not be a kid anymore, basically. And my parents, because they were so trusting and loving, they didn't set any ground rules, but I almost wish they had really impressed that upon me, because there was that period where I was like lying a lot, cutting school, staying out late. Lying to my parents is like number one. I remember when, you know, I went to Catholic school and we would go to confession, like I would always start with, I'm lying again, I'm lying all the time, because I was so ashamed of what I was doing without realizing I was ashamed that I was just lying. I was just putting myself in bad situations with bad people, and I let my grades fall because my friends would be like, let's skip class and go like hang out in someone's basement. And I'd be like, okay, that sounds great. Even though I didn't want to, but I didn't want them to think that I wasn't cool or worthy of their friendship. And I was just putting on an act, basically, because I wanted these people to like me, even though they weren't even worthy of my attention.
I don't know if I'd be able to marry the woman that Nicole was when she was younger, because honestly, like, that reminds me of a lot of some of my exes and what I dealt with, and that's not what I want in my life.
You need to know everything about me in order to decide if I'm the right person for you, quite frankly, because I don't want something to come out in 6 or 8 months or any time after decision day and you're like, ooh, this changes how I feel about her, and then we can't come back from that.